evening, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this. It's your boy, the DOUG, back for week 8. I'm back from my mini vacation. I took to go back to my hometown. That's why there was no week 6 nor week 7 video. I do apologize for that. But week 5 did okay. Week 6 went 2-12. Worst week imaginable. Oh dear God, I never want to go 2-12 again. But week 7, I went 11-2, which was my best week so far. Now for the season, I am 61 in wins and 43 in losses, which is pretty damn good to me. Now, how will my week 8 picks go? Will Lady Luck stay with me, or will she give me a bad hand? Let's find out. Thursday night, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings on this one. I'm not sold on this Tampa Bay team. They barely got, I think it's what, 2 wins? I believe it's 2. Minnesota just playing better football right now. That's pretty much what it is. Minnesota playing great football. And you know, when you got Adrian Peterson, everything goes great for you. Now I will say that my problem with the Minnesota Vikings is the fact I don't trust their quarterback 100%, but that is just me. Now I will say though, interesting thing enough, you know, Tampa Bay does lead the head-to-head. In the last 3 meetings, Tampa Bay's won 24-20, 19-13, and 24-13. But that was then. This is now. If Tampa Bay wants to win this, they're going to have to stop the Vikings running game. Period. On that. And before I forget, the teams with a bye this week are the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Houston Texans, just in case if anyone asked. Alright, so Vikings should win Thursday. Game 2, which was one of the many hard ones for me this week. The Miami Dolphins to take on the New York Jets. Now, Miami's 3-3. Jets are 3-4. They're pretty much even in the league rankings as far as I'm concerned. You know, as far as for the head-to-head, Jets lead it. They won a couple weeks ago. But I firmly believe Miami's pissed. I think they believe they should have won that game and be 4-2 right now, not 3-3. I'm taking Miami on this one. I originally said a few weeks ago I was sold on the Jets team. I think it was probably week 1 and 2. But right now, I'm not sold on them anymore. I don't trust Mark Sanchez. They got a lot of injuries. That's going to hurt them. I think Miami wins this, and they're just coming off a bye. Next, probably one of my easier games to pick. San Diego Chargers versus the Cleveland Browns. I don't even need to go through the head-to-head. I don't even need to go through the rankings, you know, league rankings of offense, defense. I'm taking San Diego. If you're taking Cleveland, you better be from Cleveland. But if you're taking the Browns to win this, for the love of God, tell me why you're taking the Browns to beat San Diego. I want to know. Because I'm surprised if anyone does take Cleveland to win unless you're from Cleveland. That's only logical sense to me. So San Diego wins. Next, another tough game for me. The Indianapolis Colts travel to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Now in the head-to-head, the Colts do lead that at the last 3 games they've had. They've won 2-1. Now, Colts are a very young team. They're in rebuild mode, but they're playing for their coach. Stay strong, Chuck. And Tennessee, I don't know what's with Tennessee. I really don't. So I'm taking the Colts. Very hard pick for me. I know some people may take Tennessee, but I don't trust Tennessee. I really don't. I think Colts win this one. Next, Patriots versus Rams. You know, this game's going to be very interesting. I am taking New England. There's no doubt on that. I'm taking the Patriots. But be warned. Rams could pull off the upset. They're 3-4. They got somewhat of a good defense. It's the offense that scares me, though. And the offense is one of the worst offenses in the NFL. Yes, I'm taking the Patriots. Maybe I might be right. Maybe I might be wrong on that one. I don't know. It's one of those games that worry me. Next, lock of the damn week. Jacksonville Jaguars travel to Green Bay to take on the Packers. You know what? Normally the head-to-head, when me and something Jacksonville's led 0-3, I don't give a shit. Green Bay's going to win this one. Easiest game they got on the schedule. If they lose this, I think I'm going to cry. And I'm not a Packers fan, but I'm sorry. This is one of those games on the schedule. When you look at it, you say, that's a win automatically. You got to beat the teams you know you can beat easily. This is one of them. Green Bay wins. Next, the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Philadelphia does lead the head-to-head. And a lot of people are surprised, but this game is even. There's a coin flip on who people are taking. I'm taking Atlanta. Everything's been clicking for them. They're still undefeated. I have my doubts with Philadelphia. Vic keeps turning over the ball. The offensive line ain't that good. You just fired your defensive coordinator last week, so that's got to really help the defense. You turned over the ball way too much for me to like. I can't trust Philly. Yes, Philly's down here at home, and yes, I would consider this a trap game, but I don't trust Philadelphia. I don't even know if the Philadelphia fans trust them right now. I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, please answer me. Do you think the turnovers that Vic has done and the way your defense has played, do you think that's going to hurt you in the do you think that's going to hurt you in getting you into the Super Bowl? Because I firmly believe this. If Vic keeps playing bad like he's been doing and turning it over, throwing picks, I see him getting benched. And if the Eagles don't make the playoffs, I see Andy Reid losing his job. But that's me. Atlanta wins. Next, Redskins versus the Steelers. Another tough game for me. Steelers do not lead the head-to-head on this one in the last 3 meetings. But their defense is way better. The offenses, Redskins got it better than that. That's only because of the rushing, as far as I'm concerned. I'm taking the Steelers, though. Here's my problem with Washington. I'll give them credit. They've been playing great ball. There's no doubt on that. But I think last week, this past Sunday against the Giants, they got shown for what they are, a young team. Nothing wrong with that. I said it a few weeks ago in week 1. This is a young team. I don't expect them to do great. 3-4 is not bad, but you're playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. I got to go with the Steelers on this one. It makes the most sense to me. It really makes the most sense. Next, Seahawks versus Lions. Lions are coming off a bad Monday night loss. Short week. I'm taking Seattle to win this. It is in Detroit. I don't care how bad the Seattle offense is. The defense makes up for it, but I'm taking the Seahawks. Better team. Moving on. Lock of the week. Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. I'm taking Chicago. Bears, they may not be pretty on offense, but they got a great defense that can win them games every time. Now, Carolina. This is directly to Cam Newton. Alright? Shut the hell up and do your job. I'm getting tired of him wanting to blame everybody. He wants to pass the buck. He needs to step up and face facts. Some of it's his fault. Granted, the offensive line ain't helping, but most of it is his fault as a QB. You have to know what to do. I think he's the majority of the problem. He hasn't matured enough yet. That's a problem for me. If he does it, if this continues, because we just saw the Carolina fire the, I think it was who? The GM, I think? If this keeps up, Carolina will be firing more people. Bears win. Next, a game I really don't like. Oakland Raiders versus Kansas City. Somebody's finally got to get a win this week. Both suck, in my humble opinion. I'm taking Oakland. That's a shot in the dark. I don't trust either team. I really don't. This is a coin flip. I hope to God I don't have to sit through this one. Next, this should be pretty damn obvious if you've been watching me long enough, or you know me by now. New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm taking my Cowboys to win. You know, granted, yes, Giants are 5-2. Dallas is 3-3. You know, I know a lot of people are going to believe Giants would not lose twice to the Cowboys this year. I understand that. But let's remember, we beat the Giants in Week 1, which no one gave us credit for. I still believe everyone thinks that was a fluke. We're 3-3. You know, Giants, I'll admit it, they have the better offense. There's no doubt on that. No doubt. But defensively, Dallas has the better one. So here's what it's going to come down to. If you're taking the Giants, which I would understand, you know, and unlike last week when the Cowboys took on the Panthers, Eli Manning, there's no doubt. Eli Manning is one of the elite QBs. With Dallas, on the other hand, if you're taking them, you're saying their defense can stop them, which is possible. It is possible to stop Eli Manning. It is. If you're using the right game plan, of course. Like I said, I'm taking my Cowboys. If they want to win this, I'm saying it now. Romo, you need to make less mistakes like you did this past Sunday, and you need to run the freaking ball. Okay? Run the ball a lot more. Sunday night, Saints versus the Broncos. I'm taking I'm taking the Saints to win this. I think a lot of people are taking Denver. I'm not sold on this Denver team at all. You know, you could tell me Mother Teresa was playing for them, and I still wouldn't be sold on them. I trust Drew Brees a whole lot more than Peyton Manning right now. I still believe this is not the same Peyton Manning that everybody wanted back. Granted, the Saints got the worst defense in the whole NFL. There's no doubt on that. And the worst rushing in the NFL. But it doesn't matter because I got the best passing in the NFL. That's what's going to help. Saints should win if they, you know, that's my pick. Monday, October 29th, one day before WWE 13. Yeah, the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. This should be fun. Head to head, Cardinals actually do not lead it, which does not surprise me whatsoever. Niners lead the head to head 2-1. And I'm taking San Francisco. You know, Cardinals one of the worst offense in the NFL. There's no doubt on that. The defense is okay, but Niners got a better defense. We just saw that, hey, even with how bad Alex Smith was playing this last Thursday, they still won. I'm taking San Francisco, one of the better rushing teams, one of the better defensive teams out there. They should win this game on the road. So just as a recap for my picks, I have the Vikings, the Dolphins, the San Diego Chargers, the Colts, the New England Patriots, the Green Bay Packers, baby. The Atlanta Falcons continue their winning streak. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Seahawks are going to fly and maybe cheat again like they did a few weeks ago against Green Bay. The Bears, the Raiders, so Harvey Long's going to be happy. The Dallas Cowboys, the New Orleans Saints, oh, when the Saints go marching in, and the San Francisco 49ers, and those are my picks for Week 8. Alright, let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Try to see you later this week for WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view picks and a couple other videos I got surprised for you. This is your boy, the DOUG, signing out. Woo!